an explosive week or so that you've had since you joined Cully and Bazza here at Kettering.
Very much so. Lots of games. Obviously, a good opportunity to meet the boys. Started very well. Made us feel very welcome. The club, that is, not just the dressing room. And started to get a little bit of momentum behind us now. 3 unbeaten. Very easily could have been 3 points today, despite certain circumstances. But no, we're enjoying it. Lads have made a really positive start, so hopefully we can keep it going.
Because you're a coach for Kettering, Bazza's assistant manager. What's your previous background with Cully and Bazza?
So I was academy manager at Kettering Town, looking after everything underneath the first team. Obviously, knew Gaffer from before and Bazza in previous ventures, and then obviously got working together. Started getting more involved in the first team, particularly when we went full time, and yeah, was lucky enough to get the call to come over here with Cully, which is, as a young coach learning, couldn't ask for anyone better to work off. So yeah, very privileged and pleased to be here.
Is this a full-time job that you have, not at Kettering, but you do have a full-time job besides Kettering, yeah?
Yeah, so I work full-time with Norwich City Community Sports Foundation, working as foundation phase lead. So I oversee under-7s to under-12s, a role that I've only recently taken up since leaving Kings Lynn. And again, another great group of people. So as a 25-year-old coach, I've got some really good experiences and yeah, enjoying it.
Today's game against Leamington really is a case, once again, of how didn't we win that? We can say that for the last 3 or 4 games. Well, we have won 2 of them, haven't we? The one against Kidderminster we should have won. We should have won that one today, even with 10 men. But the attitude of the players is fantastic, isn't it?
Oh, they've been brilliant. Again, a slow start, which is costing us at the minute. It's the second game on the trot now we've done it, but they don't know when they're beaten. They're an honest group. Their work ethic and applications tremendous. And as you said, a lot of chances, ones we probably should have taken, but I think, if you, in the circumstances, being 1.5 an hour to go with 10 men, you take the point. But then the way the game panned out, it says a lot. I think that their goalkeeper's wasting time towards the end and running the clock down. But at the same time, it's another game unbeaten, another one notched off, and now we've got a very, very tough week ahead that we've got to get prepared for.
Callum Stead came on, did well, almost scored the winning goal, a cracking shot. Got a bit of pace about him. We've had him in here prior to you. He seems that he could be another golden ticket. Yeah,
been excellent. He was great in training the other night. Great legs, proper worker. Almost hit it too well. I mean, but again, there was 3 or 4 other chances in the game. But I think he had something to us. I mean, Crofts and Dakari have been excellent up there for us as well. So adds a little bit of competition, a bit more quality, and we'll look to continue to do that. But to a man throughout the dressing room, they've been superb for us. So hopefully they can keep it going into, as I say, another big week.
We're going to lose Conor Kennedy to a sending off. Do you think it was sending off in the end?
I think the referee makes his job very, very difficult with the yellow card he gave him first half. The fact the lad stooped, in my opinion, is never a booking. The second one, to be fair, we're the wrong side of it, so I won't comment on that side of it. But the fact that their player's done exactly the same thing halfway through the second half, and he's not booked him, and his reason for that when I spoke to the lino was the fact that the player had stooped. You look for that level of consistency, but at the same time they get one snapshot at it and they've got to make decisions, and it is what it is. Sometimes it goes for you, sometimes it doesn't, and hopefully it will even itself out.
Crawford or own goal? We spoke about it just before we came on, but what do you rank?
As his coach, I'll say Crawford.
He says it's him, because I asked him, he said, hit me, so...
Well, he can have it. It don't matter at the end of the day. The goal's a goal, and it was the least we deserved. And very easily could have been all 3. He's a proper worker, Crofts, and he's really, really down in there with the fact that he didn't get one in the first half, but it's his energy and his hold-up play that gets him up the pitch and gets us up the pitch, and the goals will come for him 100%. We'll give him the one today, whether it was his or not, but it's throughout the dressing room, to have 10 men for half an hour, and we went in and
tell, could you?
No, I don't think so. And to go in that dressing room afterwards, they're a little bit down, which is quite surprising, but it says a lot actually for their mindset and the way they're looking at it and the standards they're setting for themselves. But it's just a case of one game at a time, really, and we'll see where it takes us.
There'll be a 1-game booking for Kennedy, which I suppose will come into force against Goliath, which is the long journey, of course, a week today. But will you be looking to bring anybody else in, or will we be using what you've got at the moment?
Well, we're always looking. I think if you can make your squad better, you should always look to do so. But at the same time, it does open the door for somebody else. There's some good lads that have been waiting for their opportunity. Obviously, because we've been performing so well, it's been very, very difficult to change the team. But with a red card, that means someone's got to drop. Obviously, Connor's got to drop out, and then that opens the door. So one of the lads has got an opportunity to take that.
Impressive substitutions again. I mean, a lot of people wouldn't have bothered changing anything, but you brought 3 on, didn't you, after Kennedy had gone, and it really rejuvenated the side, in our opinion.
Yeah, well, that's what the gaffer does. He's got an amazing ability to see a game in really minute detail, and always happy to take a risk as well to try and get results. Obviously we started with 3 centre backs and wing backs like we have done previously, but obviously saw an opportunity to change it to a 4 later on to keep the 2 up front and go for it. But that's what he does. You know, he's a great guy to learn off, and I've certainly took a lot from him in the 18 months to 2 years I've been working with him. And the lads will, with week by week, training session by training session, they're going to improve, and yeah, hopefully exciting times ahead.
Thank you, Joe, for your time. I know you want to get back in there with the lads and sort things out. We'll see you at Alfreton on Tuesday, and then the long trip to the coastal resort of Blythe, which is a beauty. I'm sure you've been there, and if you haven't, you won't want to go back. Thank you, Joe.
Pleasure. Thank
see
you
you
very
later.
much.